Hello, 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 welcome. This is the 6 yard box. You're welcome to the calling show. This is the commentary box. Every Saturday, every Sunday after game day, after the last fixtures, we normally just do this. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share. Game day 26 in the Premier League. The games have been played, everybody's settled, everybody's know the results. This is a calling show. If you want to come and talk to me, make sure you check out the link in the comment section. Just click on the link and I'll bring you on to come and have a chat with me in the studio. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Let me see if I can connect my speakers. If I can connect my speakers. Yeah, is it gonna connect that one? Yeah, let me see if I can connect my speakers. And promises to be one of those today. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share. Let me check if my speakers are working. Let's check my audio. Yeah, looks like my audio is fine, which is good. So let's get straight into it. It's all about the football game day 26. Let's check out the results and the fixture. We're going to be taking some comments from social media after each game. We're also going to be looking at so many other stuff in terms of, what are the chances of Arsenal catching Liverpool, Arsenal dropping points yesterday as well. I need to put my timer on. Let's put the timer on. I forgot to put the timer on. It's going to be a 45 minutes. It's going to be a 45 minutes show. So let's see if we can get the timer on. Where's my boards? I can see my boards. I've got a timer yesterday. I think I got a timer yesterday. Timer. Let's see the timer from yesterday. The one from yesterday. I can't even say. Yeah, it looks like that's it. That's the timer on right now. Let's see if we can do it somewhere else. That's the timer. Let me share timer on the screen. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share. We're gonna put on how many minutes are we gonna put on? We're gonna put on let's just put that there. There's the timer showing. Yeah, that's the timer. Yeah, we're gonna put on how many minutes? 45. How many minutes are we doing? We're doing 30 minutes. We're gonna put 30 minutes on the screen. And gonna put 30 minutes on the screen, and there we go. 30 minutes of the show. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share. This is the Premier League match reactions over this weekend. Let's just check all the results of this game day 26 in the Premier League. It's been a very good weekend in terms of the fixtures. And yeah, let's just have a look. Leicester playing Brentford. That was on Friday. Brentford were really good against Leicester. I think Leicester are gone for me. I think they're going to be relegated. I can't see where their results are going to be coming from. I can't see where they're going to get any wins to be safe. We're going to be looking at the tables later. This is the commentary box. If you want to come in and have a talk or have a chat, make sure you click on the descriptions. Click in the comment section. That's where the what do you call it? That's where all the link to come and join in. This is the calling show commentary box. Weekend reactions, calling. Click on the link in the description if you want to come and talk to me. Wanna come and talk to me. So let's get straight into fixtures. So looking at the Leicester Brentford, that one, the 4-goal victory. Brentford doing a job on Leicester. Brentford are one of those sides that, when they are on their game, they're on their game. They hardly lose as well. So it is a very, 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 very good side. They play good football. And they try and dominate games. They have a set way of playing. Everything they do is very, very good. So yeah, Leicester are a very Brentford are a very good side in terms of the way they play. And yeah, it was. Let's just say it was a bit down. It was a bit down for what do you call it, for Leicester. Let's just watch the highlights of the game. I'm going to watch the highlights of the game. No, can I watch it on here? If I try and watch it on here, the time will be slow, but I can watch it on my phone. Let's watch the highlights on my phone, and then I'll be commenting on the game as we watch the highlights on my phone. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share, and yeah, I'm going to watch it on my phone as Leicester taking on Brentford in the Premier League. These are the Premier League highlights for the weekend games. The CALLIN show. We're going to be watching the games and reacting as I watch. You can see, I think Leicester had the first chance actually to get on the score sheet. They couldn't convert their chances. And if you do that in this league, you're going to be punished if you don't take your chances. And yeah, you can see, yeah, they were looking for a foul there, but that was not a foul, to be honest. That was not a penalty. I think he got the ball, he was pushed at the back, and he did get the ball. Yeah, you can see, the first goal from Wissa, that's what they do. Brentford. Was he offside? It doesn't look like it was offside. Brentford are a good side. They play good football. The manager has been there for a while. I think he's destined for one of the top jobs as well eventually. Don't know when he's going to get that job, but he is destined to be a top manager. And Brentford getting their first goal there. Leicester just look all over the place. They don't defend well. They don't score enough goals. The second goal was from Mboemo. Good finish. That one was Salah-esque kind of goal. Cuts in on his left foot. You know what he was going to do. The defender was not even close to him. And yeah, it was a good finish from Mboemo. Then they go on to score the third goal. It was a cross into the box. That was a free header. That was poor from Leicester. You can't be considering that kind of a goal in this league or in any league for that matter. And that was a poor goal for Leicester to concede. I think Leicester are going down. I don't think they're going to be able to survive in this league. And then you can see them. Brentford comes forward again. They put in another cross, took a deflection, and that one is a penalty for sure. It's not a penalty. That one is going to go to VAR. They're probably going to give it. Mboemo with the cross into the box. Good save from the goalkeeper, from Leicester's goalkeeper. That was a top save from the keeper. And yeah, Mboemo again being a nuisance, cut inside, just hits a defender, poor defending from Leicester, and they concede another goal. And yeah, I think Leicester have just been this. I saw them against Tottenham when they played Tottenham. They were good on that day. I think Tottenham were just bad. But this one was a bad performance. It took a deflection. It goes in. They got 4-0 victory. That was that was easy for Bournemouth, to be honest. Yeah, that was to be honest. That was an easy victory for Bournemouth, and yeah, that was a good win. That was a good win for Brentford. It was a complete beatdown, to be honest. And yeah, let's start. What do you think if you're a Leicester fan? What do you think about your team? Are they going down? For me, I think yeah, they're going from Brentford. Where can you go to this season? The European places are still up for grabs. The Europa League spots So where can you go? Let's go to the next game, Everton and Manchester United. That one ended 2-2. I was watching that one, but I think I was doing something at the same time. So let's just try and watch that one as well. Uh, Everton really gave Manchester United lots of problem in this one. They were really, 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 really on top of them. Got the first goal. Uh, yeah, it's that guy again. Uh, they were just really, really on top of them throughout. They got the first goal. The first goal was the key in terms of, just putting teams under a lot of pressure, and they got that first goal. And yeah, it was it was a good goal for it was a good goal for Leicester, for Everton, and then they got another goal. Good save from the keeper. That could have been 2-0. Keeper made a big, big save. And yeah, it's one of those whereby the keeper comes out, makes a big save, and yeah, it was a good save from the goalkeeper. And that could have been two. Another there with put a big hand onto the ball, and yeah, it was yeah, there could have been two or three goals down there, and then they got another goal. Um, yeah, everything was still coming forward. They got more chances. Manchester United just look all over the place. To be honest, they're struggling to clear their lines. And yeah, but they got a lifeline. In this game, get a lifeline, you get a chance. Bruno with a free kick. What a beautiful free kick from Bruno. Put the goal back, making it 2-1. And that was a good free kick from Bruno. Beautiful free kick. Maguire just ducked out of the way. No, actually, he didn't even get close to the ball. But it was a good free kick, and they got the goal. And then Manchester United come forward again, and it was Garte that got the equalizer. While I was watching that game, I was thinking this could be a complete massacre of Manchester United, but they managed to get over the line, and they managed to what do you call it? They managed to get the job done, and um, they managed to yeah, they managed to just about get over the line there. There was a penalty shout there in the middle somewhere, which was definitely called off by the referee. There was a penalty shot that was called off by the referee, and that was called off by the referee. There was a penalty shot that was called off by the referee, and they managed to get a goalless 2-2 draw. I thought that was going to be a bit down. I thought Manchester United were going to score more than that. It's tough for the manager, Amorim, trying to play a system. The fans, the players are not used to that system, and it's a case of how are they gonna, is he gonna have to fix the system to pay to help the players in terms of playing a different way? But the manager has said no. He's gonna play his football the way he believes the football should be played. I'm gonna basically. Not gonna what do you call it? It's not gonna sacrifice his philosophy. As long as he keeps winning games, the players are going to be on board. The fans are going to be on board. But you got to give him till the end of the season. They're not going to be relegated to the end of the season. Then they got to do some stuff there for Manchester United and Amorim. He's got to bring in some of at least 5 or 6 players, I'll say. And they got to go on and spend again. Because they've spent a lot of money already with the contracts given to most of their players, and they've got to go again Everton, on the other hand, Everton, good bounce from Moyes. They got him in. He's playing. The first half yesterday impressed me. They pressed Manchester United really, really high up the pitch. I don't think I've ever seen Everton play that way. Maybe I've not been watching them regularly, but under Moyes, they're just a different team. And yeah, they almost got the victory yesterday. Could have got a penalty, but I think the penalty was not given. So yeah, that was Everton. United got a draw, where they were basically staring at a defeat. Then we go on to Wolves and Bournemouth. This one, I thought Bournemouth were going to win this one. Coming into this game, I thought Bournemouth were the what do you call it? Were the informed team. So I thought they were going to win, but Wolves have shown this season, especially with this guy Cunha, he's been very, very good. Almost got a goal from this. I think the players are buying into the manager as well. That was a big save. Bournemouth, I thought Bournemouth were going to win this really easy yesterday. But that's the Premier League for you. The Premier League is a tough league. You got to be on your toes as a club. You got to know what you're doing. You got to be on it every single day when your players step onto the pitch. And Bournemouth, I think they've not lost in about 10 or 11 games or something. And then this one, looking at it, I think they've got chances as well to score. Just couldn't find the target at the right time. That first goal is well. I always say that in the Premier League, the first goal is very key. Get that first goal, you can set the way you're going to play. But you still have to keep your standards up as well. And, Bournemouth just kept coming, kept attacking. Zabrinia got a card, he got a yellow, first yellow for a tackle on Antonuri. That tackle was a little bit, let me see. Yeah, it was a bit, when VAR came into it, the referee went to have a look at it and turned the yellow to a red. It was a bit aggressive on the player. I could understand it's a straight red. Sometimes it looks bad in slow-mo, but I understand sometimes, players, it's not intentional. Chance there, Cunha gets the lock of the bounce of the ball and it finishes for Wolves. And big victory there for Wolves. That's a result that's unexpected. I think that's a surprise of this weekend in the league. I didn't think Wolves were gonna get a victory, but they did. They got a goal. It was just a good ball into the box. Cunha was there, predator, and he finishes really well. And that's a good finish. And that's what happens in this league. You gotta be onto it. You gotta be you gotta be aware. You gotta know what you're doing. That's what happens in this league. Every game in this league is a tough, tough game, tough league. You have to be, you have to be screwed on. You have to know what you're doing, and if you don't, you're gonna be blown away. So, and that's what happens in this league. If you are not screwed on, you're gonna be in trouble, and that's what happens. And yeah, it was great save there by the goalkeeper as well to keep the score at 1-0, and that's a big victory for Wolves away at what do you call it? Away at the Vitality Stadium in Bournemouth. Big victory for Wolves there. Got the job done against a very top side. So they were helped out by the yellow card, but that's football. Sometimes you gotta be there to take advantage, rub of the green. You get a good decision, or in this case, not a bad decision, but it's a good decision in terms of it was a right call. I think it was a bit harsh from the referee, but that's VAR, that's the rules. Wolves get the victory over Bournemouth. Bournemouth are a good side. They're doing really well in this league. They should get one of those European places if they keep up the form. They've been in they've been banging form since the season starts. They've won a lot of games as well. This one's just a bad day at the office. I think Wolves will stay up. three bad sides are the last three sides in the league, and they are all going down. The promoted sides, Southampton, Ipswich, and what's the last one? Southampton, Ipswich, and can't remember the last team. Southampton, Ipswich, and somebody remind me the last team. Southampton, Ipswich, and is it Leeds? I can't remember. Anyway, I'll remember very soon. Anyway, Southampton, Ipswich, and we get to the bottom of it. Then we go on to the next one, Tottenham and Ipswich in the Premier League. That's the game we did in our 3 o'clock kickoff yesterday. I think Tottenham played really, really well in that one. They started really shaky, I must say. They started really shaky against an Ipswich side. But once they got into their groove, Sonny kept having those chances on the left-hand side. He kept getting those chances. And this is what Sonny needs to do more, putting that ball into the box. And, Johnson at the end of it to tap in. And, that's what I said it. I said it a couple of weeks back that Sonny needs to keep doing that, needs to keep taking on his man, doing just little leg overs and just putting the ball across. Ben Godfrey was in trouble every single time Sonny goes past him. He just couldn't get on the end of anything. And it kept happening. Another ball was played in behind Godfrey again. Sonny, copycat of the second goal or the first goal, laying it for Johnson. Johnson comes on to it, finishing with his left foot. And I think that's what we've missed as the Tottenham fans. Johnson, his goals, when a player is not playing, you forget about him sometimes. And, that's what he does. Getting 2 goals, two good finishes. And then Tottenham continue. It's also Sonny again. Comes into his left foot, taking a shot. He took a deflection, block, goes out. Ipswich had a couple of chances in the early parts of the game. I was worried because if they got a goal, then you're in trouble. But you gotta keep. Tottenham have got the quality. They made a mistake to let Ipswich back into it just before the halftime. I think it was Danso who got bullied off the ball. The ball fell to Kevin Hutchinson, and it goes to Clark. Clark finds Hutchinson. Clark was good as well. He used to be a Tottenham player, but then Tottenham went on to finish the game off later on in the second half. Bentancur played well as well. Bogwell was instrumental to Tottenham's win. The third goal was good, as you can see. Madison doing the tango in the box, giving it to Jet Spence, and Pence gets the goal from a deflection. I think the most improved players is Tottenham is Jet Spence. Since coming into this side, he's been good playing at left back and right back. He's just been really solid with his performances. And then Tottenham went on to get the win. Flick on there from what's his name? From Dan Scarlett, and big finish from Kulu. Kulu with that finish, great finish from Kulu, but a good flick on from I didn't even know it was the one that got the assist from Dan Scarlett, and the finish was beautiful from Kulu. Tottenham deserved that victory. They rode their luck a little bit in the first half. That's what happens sometimes in the Premier League. You ride your luck, but when those chances come, you got to take it. Tottenham winning by 4-1. Let's go on to the next game. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share. This is the Premier League. This is the commentary box where we take a look at the games played yesterday. We basically talk about the games. If you want to come in, there's a link in the description. If you want to come and have a little bit of a ching wag about the game. So let's go to the next game on our list from yesterday. Next one was the Southampton and Bournemouth and Brighton game. I think it was a one-sided affair. Brighton, Southampton were just one of those sides that they're done. The quality is not there, both defensively, offensively. At least when the side comes up, you expect them to have some quality, one way or the other. You expect them to be to be to be to be you expect them to be let me take this. Let me take Yeah, so yeah, Southampton they were just blown away. The quality was not there. They were just a poor side, Southampton, and yeah, they just got done, losing by 4 goals to nil. Brighton, they said that you never understand the way they're going to play sometimes. What you're going to get from them, they'll be so inconsistent, and they always sometimes get get what do you call it? They sometimes get done. Sometimes I think we did. I think we've got a new manager as well. I think they got a new manager as well. So they struggle sometimes, like any side with a new manager. But that was a big victory against Southampton. I think Southampton are gone. Brighton, they're going to be okay, but where would they finish? That's the question. I think that the manager is new. Brighton, I think he's going to be fine. Southampton, I think maybe the best thing is for them to stick with this guy, the manager they've got here, if he wants to stay. I don't know if they're going to stick with him though. But if they stick with him, I think they might be able to come back straight up. Rota with some a goal as well for Southampton, for Brighton, with Thomas scored as well. A couple of goals there, and Southampton, Brighton were very worthy winners. I think every side that's gone to Southampton have really put them to the sword, and that shows the quality. I think most of the sides have scored more than 2 goals, or even more than 3. And that shows the quality in the sides compared to Southampton. So yeah, that was a big victory for Bournemouth, for Brighton. Then we go on to the game in between West Ham and Arsenal. This is the second time West Ham have gone there to get the points. This one, watch a little bit of it as well. Yeah, I think Arsenal, they're lacking that firepower up top. We all know that, but in this game, I think if they could have held on for a draw, it would have been a good performance for them because they had they've got their defense, which is the the basis of their good performance. But at this time of the season where you want you need your strikers chipping in with goals. You need goals coming from your wingers. They're missing players, big players. Saka is missing. The striker, Havertz is missing. I wish Arsenal fans going on about Havertz is not good. I wish they had him now. They've got no Havertz. They've got no Jesus as well. They've got a lot of players missing. And yesterday it showed. I was watching it. There was a big gap behind the West Ham defense yesterday, and I kept saying to myself, I said, why don't you just play the ball over the top behind that gap, at least the first couple of minutes or first 15, 20 minutes I was watching, the gap behind where was there was a spacing behind. It was not like a low block from West Ham. And but some of the sides, I think managers have got this obsession about playing through the lines. They never want to go long once or try and play the ball in behind, quick strikers. Defenders don't like facing their goals, or sometimes go and mix it up a little bit. I think that's the only thing criticism I had against Arsenal yesterday. They were trying to play in through the lines and beat the press and all that kind of stuff. And West Ham just hold their line really well, defended, packed the middle areas of the pitch. And when they had their chance, they got the goal. It was a good goal as well. Wan-Bissaka from the right. I think the ball was given away by an Arsenal player. Played well. Wan-Bissaka had loads of time to put that cross into the box. And if you don't defend, balls, I always say you defend from the source in terms of crosses. When you can, you must try as much as possible to defend from the source. I always say that because, when defenders are moving into positions and crosses comes in, it's very difficult to defend against crossing the ball into the box. And, the ball came in, nobody was even close to the goal scorer. And he just strolled in and with a diving header, and was a good finish. And it's what happens sometimes when the home side has got a lot of possession and they don't get. They had what do you call it, a little scary moment as well, and it was the same kind of ball into what's his name, into Jared Bowen, but he didn't score that time. But they never really take the hint, and West Ham got the victory over the night. This is the second season they're beating West Ham at home. They're beating Arsenal at home, and it is a big blow to Arsenal's title aspirations. They don't want to be dropping any more points, and it's what happens in this league. You gotta be at your peak every single game, and big win for West Ham. West Ham on their part, they got a new manager. They've lost a couple of games. They've got to basically try and get a couple of results. You don't want to be losing games. I think the last manager suffered because of Pategi, because they were just losing games. But any new manager coming in, they need time. I always say that you need time to fix the situation. So got about 45 seconds till the end of the show. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share. This is the commentary box where we look at the games played over the weekend. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's quickly run through the rest of the games. Fulham, Crystal Palace, that one ended 2-0 to nil. Palace winning that one. Mateta with a own goal from ex-Palace, ex-Fulham player. Has gone back to Fulham, and then he's got an own goal. And it's a good performance from Fulham. From Crystal Palace. Fulham is a tough place to go to. Both sides are going to be fine in the league. Sides that they could beat anybody. It could be a struggle sometimes at times. And then at the end of the show, that's the end of the show. Let's quickly run through the Villa Chelsea game. I saw that one. Chelsea just look. They don't know how to control games, and it takes some time before the team gets that maturity of knowing how to control games. See Liverpool go 2 goals up and they control. City, when they were at their pump, they control games. That comes with maturity of a team. I think Villa can do it as well. I think Arsenal can do it when they have their full complement of players. So for this one, Chelsea scored first. I think it was what's his name that scored the goal? Enzo Fernandez, and Villa came back to score 2 goals and get the victory. I think Villa just showed that maturity. 2 goals from the new boy Asensio, and that's what you get when you have quality players. Rashford played really well as well. Seems to have a new lease of life at Villa. But Chelsea, they are lacking that game maturity in terms of, they seem to be too open, and it's something that they've got to look at to fix. They still can't score goals. They don't have the striker. They got to put the ball in the back of the net. So, yeah, that's something they need to fix. But they're losing games. They're losing. I think they've only won 2 in their last 10. So they've not lost every single one, but they've won 2 in their last 10. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do to the end of the season. Sunday fixtures: Newcastle beating Forest by 4 goals to 3. That was a mad game. Forest scoring first. I think it was Callum Austin-Odoi, and then Newcastle caught a couple of goals. Ishak got a goal from a penalty. The foul, the free kick for that one, the handball, I couldn't believe it. The player jumped up, turned on his back, the ball hit him in the elbow. Penalty. That was a bit of but they had a look and they said it was a pen. And Newcastle, they seems to have that game under control. Forest came back to make it 4-3. In the end, Newcastle held on. The gap between them, I think, is like 3 points now. Newcastle in that top 4 spot, and they're looking good. Both sides are going to be fighting for that top 4 positions, and we'll see how that pans out. City and Liverpool is the last fixture played, and it just chalk and cheese both teams. You can see the transition from both teams. City are going backwards. I don't want to say they're going backwards. They're going through a transition. New players coming in, bedding in, and they're trying to find that X factor. But today, Liverpool had the better side. Going forward, City just lacked that edge. They were missing Ireland as a striker. Mamouche is not quite understanding the role of a number 9 at City because he won't get the ball most of the time. It's all about build-up play, and they just couldn't find that edge. Their wingers had no, end product. There was not enough players in the box as well. When they do get crosses in, Liverpool defenders got their 2 goals. Salah, from a very clever walked free kick from a corner from the edge of the box, and he made an assist for Szoboszlai as well. Liverpool just looked really matured, despite the fact that the manager is fairly new. They looked really matured in what they were doing. And they just scored goals, 2 goals, defended, played on the counter. And it was a victory for Liverpool. And that's 11 points clear. And I think they should be home and dry now. They can't even they can mess it up now in terms of the league. Before we go, let's look at the league table. This is the commentary box. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share. On the road to 200 subscribers, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Commentary box, if you want to come in and have your say. We have almost come to the end of the show. We are basically at the end of the show. Just looking at the league table. And Liverpool are top on 64 points. Arsenal second, 53. Forest on 47. Man City fourth, 44. Newcastle on 44 as well. Goal difference separates City and Newcastle. Bournemouth at 6. Chelsea 7 on 43 points. Chelsea are dropping. Villa 8 on 42. Then comes Brighton on 40. Fulham on 39. Brentford on 37. Then comes Tottenham. 4 points gap. Tottenham looking to make that top 7. It's going to be tough. They are currently 10 points or 9 points. Is it 9? 10 points. They're currently 9 points, not 10. 9 points from top 8. That's going to be a stretch. They have Brighton on 40, Fulham on 39, Brentford on 37, Tottenham 33, Palace on 33 as well, Everton 31. Manchester United, they've not dropped further than where they were. They're still in 15th. West Ham in 30. They're both 30 points with Manchester United. Wolves on 22. Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton. They're getting caught adrift. And those are the sides going from these 3 sides. They're going to be the sides relegated. Thank you for watching. This is the commentary box. Make sure you join me next week for another edition of Commentary Box. Look out for the Footy Mad podcast. That should be next week. Hopefully, FA Cup weekend as well. Don't know the games I'll be doing. Midweek games, Tottenham against City, always a cracking game. We're going to be watching that one midweek. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is the commentary box, and I'll see you next time.